Welcome back to what may very well be the last thing I ever record on my channel. If Date A Live is anything like previously shown, this could go in very dramatic ways. With most of the camaraderie of characters now chronologically challenged, having their age regressed not unsubstantially, what's the next step? Of course, Natsumi is going to have to be talked to, having her actual real form shown off, and the reason why she was so upset about it. How is Shido going to cope? We have to see. Strap in, get a drink. We're going to need it. Let's begin the episode. Some of these problems are going to be a little harder to deal with than others. Has he not got anyone to help out in here? Where's what's her name? Renee or whatever. And that's where she needs a trip to the dentist immediately. I mean, at least they gave him a moment. Yes, very much so. Can he palm them off on everyone else? They're your problem now. Ah, they're just giving him a bunch of snacks. That'll keep him quiet for a while. I mean, we know the AST is after her as well, so wait for any fluctuations or battles going on. I mean, she lost the game, so... I mean, after all, everything revolves around Shido. It's because he, once again, upset her. The primary target this time is... I'm guessing that's me. Well... this one's going to be a little more interesting, I guess, in a way, because most of the fighting force is somewhat out of commission. You can't exactly send the children onto the front lines, unless Date A Live is okay with child soldiers. To be fair, they weren't exactly far away from it anyway, considering most of the cast here are just still at high school. With their young selves, they're going to resort to a more kind of carefree attitude than they usually are. But are any of their personalities going to shift at all? And I'm also guessing this is going to end with Natsumi accepting her actual self and Shido's being that core strength for her, much like he has with everyone else. Oh yeah, how's the class going to function with like half of the students missing? going to mention their perfect little date that they had the other day. Right. You can't exactly go walking around the school unattended. Oh, I wonder where they are. Well, can they be expected just to sit down and get back into mathematics? I mean, considering his recent behaviour at school and some of the things he's had to deal with, it's kind of... I mean, Shudo has a busy schedule. And what kind of nicknames does he want to be called? Reputation. He still hasn't made himself... I mean, how did they not just see that she was in full dress before? Were they that unobservant that none of them noticed? I mean, he's got some strong legs to be able to lift them all like that. Does that have council permission? I mean, what kind of planning permits do you need to put in place to have a house like that? So, I see they have very good health insurance. Managed to get them all on ice pretty quickly. Apparently none of this was a deterrent for them. Just solidified their uprising. Will he have much to return to? Ha. Is this some weird pyrovision? I guess a dream. Pyrovision that he was having. He's just a little exhausted, overworked. As soon as I start seeing walking bears and people... Not the Flash again. Could have been worse. It's worse. I mean, the ringleader outfit was one thing. Having his personal zoo. Let's hope no one else walks in at this time. But what is her thought process that this is the kind of thing that she's trying to force him into doing? Is she so easily going to be able to evade what's coming after her? We know how tenacious Westcott and those lot can be. Friend of Shido, she needs to do her research. I mean, Shido is on her mind 24/7. He's got his own reserved spot, so no wonder she thinks, oh, anyone that comes after her is a friend of his. Many others have been that confident as well. she also have some sort of hindering magic to use on them all? Pocket sand? I see, it wasn't used as a distraction to try and escape. When reality itself can be bent and warped, you know you're in trouble. Is that going to stop her, though? I mean, the years of training probably isn't going to be torn away from her. And if she does, what then? Is she going to revert? That's a pretty deep wound. Her tough exterior that she was trying to put out, there you go, reverting. Trying to put out there, easily coming unwound after a single slash. One that is used to battle, even in this rather smaller form. And are their abilities going to be somewhat reduced in this state? Even after everything that she put him through. Good that their outfits were reverted along with her injury. Doodaloo. Not the tune I thought it was going to be. But is she worried about hurting her allies there? I guess she's not attacking. There we go. Mission failed. We'll get him next time. Okay, the Simpsons are involved, and we're talking about Starlink. Well, can you repurpose those 8? Doing exactly what they want, yeah. Get them out of orbit, they've served their purpose. Just edit all recalculation on their trajectory. Well, looks like they're here to collect. Is there an easy way out? Fire escape or anything? Good thing she got the phone call warning beforehand. Is everything going according to plan? However, is she willing to converse? I mean, her magic might not be active, but was there a cat involved? Ah, the dangerous attack. Would she rather him just leave her there? Yeah, you're being quite a bitch. But not enough to be killed over. Seems a lot of effort just to fool her. Get to the core of the issue. And what secret is that? In fact, he doesn't even... Like, what? That's why you're angry? Mess? Well, we knew she had some complexes, but still. I mean, not without a court case being involved. That would... Oh, his reputation is already ruined, to be fair. Actually, let's leave her with that that fort. It's probably safer. I see, he did not abide by her warnings. I mean, it's a lot more than just feeling sad or depressed. These are deep, ingrained hurts that she's been bundling upon herself. What did they just simultaneously realise? Must be a trap. Don't eat the omelette or rice. I mean, if she didn't want to look into the TV, she could have sat on the chair opposite, you know, facing the door. Yep, hide that insincerity with lunch. Just when you thought her fluctuations couldn't be worse, kidnap. Good question, but what's... Right, so you're taking to a beauty salon to get her, what? To feel good in her own self, her own body right now. Where did she come from? Yeah, we don't have all day. Although, is this really good in the long run? Teaching, well, we're going to transform you. Alright, off she goes. Is Miku a licensed masseuse? I feel as though she's not wanting to run right now. Is she enjoying this kind of attention? How long has it been since someone's actually been genuinely... Are you meant to fall asleep? Generally nice to her. The next room? Ah, stylists. Are they the best ones to be dealing with this as... Okay, I'm guessing they have personal shoppers and the like as well. Okay, we're going for the full do right now. So, who are you? Don't think we've met before. Definitely not. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I guess what he was trying to do there was like, look, Shiori, you thought that was an actual person, but no, it was me, Shido. But the fact that she's willing to give it a chance. Still, the does he still need to put the voice on? Also, with the glittery post-processing stuff all over the screen. Is it okay for her to be happy? It's a pool door, isn't it? After they went through all those lengths to... Speaking, but on what grounds is she calling? She needs more powerful pawns. Yeah, you have to put some very good offers on the table. I guess saving her from this and having all forms of disciplinary and people coming after her dropped. What's going to win out now, though? Search for truth? Or... what just happened? I mean, doesn't she need to sign a contract? What's working hours? Does she get free dental? How many days holiday a year? You know, these are all things I need to consider before signing up anywhere. But now that Natsumi seems to have been placated, somewhat happy in her own appearance after that renewed style they've given her. But what was the original catalyst that she's unhappy with who she is? That one seems like it would be good to try and deal with in the first place. But I am glad that Otogami is getting back to the storyline of the parents and whatnot. We saw that brought on a while ago, and now revisiting it. As long as none of the answers come back to Kotori or something like that. As far as episodes go, having Natsumi go through a makeover to overcome her own personal stigma of how she looks, yeah, okay, I could really imagine a better, or at least a quicker way down that path. Not without intense therapy and getting to the root cause. Probably not something that's going to be dealt with on Date A Live. So, wear some makeup, put on some pretty clothes, and you're dandy. I do feel they could have done a little bit more of that storyline, other than just have, oh look, most of them are children now for a few laughs and an expense at Shido's sake and his reputation at school life. Just for them to be immediately undone and, well, back to the normal. Maybe something along the lines of, in that state, Shido still accepts all of them, so therefore Natsumi could draw a parallel there. It doesn't matter what she looks like. It might take a little more thought to put that together, though. So instead, we got a somewhat cool battle. But Origami joining the fray, the fight against what she's trying to protect. Do you... Like, Ellen trying to get more powerful pawns? Sure, go to Origami, she's pretty good. But is it the best idea? You know that she wouldn't be okay going up against Shido or anything that would harm him, even tangentially. Is she going to be the most reliable combatant to have on your team? Something tells me no. Not without serious incentives to do so. Maybe finding out about the parents is a pretty good one, but we'll have to see. With that in mind, though, there's still plenty left hanging in Date A Live, with Natsumi now just sleeping off a rather serious concussion. Once she joins onto the team, might need a little bit more convincing to do so, but if she joins onto the team, they'll have some pretty good firepower. As I was beginning to say, anything that was reality warping would usually be my sort of go-to when it comes to a superpower. If you can bend the universe and reality itself, pretty much anything is possible. Her motif of Halloween and candy and whatnot is kind of amusing, though. I wonder if Westcott himself has anticipated the renewed vigour at which the other board members are going against him, considering he did just lop off a bunch of their arms. They're not exactly going to be pleased with him. Is there what potentially could be some sort of coup attempt and a massive destruction of the entire area? We're bombarding it by satellite. Is that going to hinder his plan? Well, we're going to have to worry about orbital bombardment elsewhere. Because right now, they're just trying to enjoy their days still. After all, going to school is it's been an interesting week for him. But we know who the true danger is. Origami immediately going onto the offensive, and I can mess with him even more. It's going to be funny. A shared name and calling him father? Yeah, that might do it. I wonder if the teacher would still be willing to marry into that family. Still, if you enjoyed this episode, let me know. Leave a like and a comment down below. If you want to see it continue for some episodes yet, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out. You can also jump onto my Discord for notifications, notes, memes, maybe some intelligent conversation. Hard to find, though. But for now, get yourselves a bit of rest, because I really hope to see you for the next one. Even though I'm not going to be whisked away to the fountain of my youth anytime soon, my channel and its contents is just as childish. So if you would like to help support the channel, keep watching anime, consider joining onto my Patreon and be beside the likes of Sal, Guado, Kite, Ruben Filomawa, Wolfie Sensei and everyone else, who so far, for some reason, haven't regretted their decision.